You feel me?
Hey, did we do a roll call? We didn't do a roll call today, man. Y'all tap in, let us know where you from. We normally open the show with that. My bad. Let us know where you checking in from. Appreciate you being here on this first Friday of June 2025. First week of strength and conditioning, summer one is in the books. I think, Chico Dukes, when you look at this Colorado team and Coach Prime has said it, you guys have seen it and said it, that it is shaped and built to be a better team this year, even with the significant losses on both sides of the ball last year. And I would say this, if you had to base that on the number of people who reported in shape and ready to participate, I've never seen anything like it. Like these guys are in week 3 shape, and it's just 4 workouts in.
Well, that's what we need to see, man. You got a new strength coach and Coach Swayze. You got a lot of new faces coming in, and they needed to come in as Coach Swayze said. I was listening to it on the interview you did with him this morning. He said so many guys, like you just said, so many guys came in shape, and that's what he was expecting. That's what he was looking for, and it shows how big Amari McNeil has gotten. He's over 300 pounds now. Nikhil Webb Walker is back from his treatment for cancer, and a lot of those big guys who were signed on that offensive line are looking the part. So I'm excited about what they got going on in the trenches for sure, and those linebackers too, man. Hughes, Salter, Jeremiah Brown, French, all those guys look good.
Yeah, I'm enthused about it, man. Because one thing about this, the process doesn't allow you to degrade at this point. You can only upgrade. And so when I look at a Jordan Seaton who has literally transformed himself by following Coach Swayze's quote unquote offseason plan, has literally transformed himself into an NFL body, versus looking like the man child body that he was coming out of high school in IMG. Like this dude looks like an NFL offensive lineman right now, and this is the first week of June. What is he going to look like the first week of August? What is he going to look like when the horn sounds against Georgia Tech? Like this is just the beginning of it, so it's not going to be some drop off. It's just going to be maintaining, get to that plateau, build on top of that, and improving. And so what I told Coach Swayze, I said, man, this is one of those rare circumstances where the strength and conditioning coach is poised to turn the team over to the football coaches, and the team, not just a few people, but the team is ready to practice football. Because Chico, no, you've been there, done that. You really can't get a lot out of practice is everybody's not in shape to practice.
You ain't lying. That's the worst thing for a strength coach to be trying to get the guys in shape. And one thing I saw Coach Swayze doing a lot of too, it's their job, to instill the discipline to these guys right now. He was asking them, hey, if you do this, if you do that, is that an infraction? And they reply, yes. That's also letting you, hey, man, y'all agreed to this. I asked y'all what it was so that when you do it 2-3 weeks, a month from now, you said you knew what it was. So when I punish you for it or when you have to run for it, then that's what it is. I like what he's doing right. He's already establishing that standard, from the get-go.
And Dukes, you'll see it tomorrow morning on the Pregame Network, what took place this morning. Today was going to be a heavy run day. And Dukes and Chico, y'all know 2100s ain't no day off.
What?
Guess what they did when they got to the 20th? And I'm talking about the bigs.
Ooh.
Seaton said, come on, y'all, let's do 2 more.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
And everybody agreed to it. And here's what you got to understand about 2 more. 2 more is 4 more because you got to come back.
Yes.
Right. 2 more, y'all. Everybody looking loud.
And that's the difference too, though. That's the difference. To go that extra mile, the extra step, just to do a little bit extra while everybody else is going in. We're gonna stay out here and do a little bit more help. No need for all of us going at the same time anyway.
That's overtime.
That's the overtime. Exactly.
That's what happens in overtime. When you see teams that fall off in overtime, that's what happens. When you get into these, 2-3 overtime shootouts, you need those extra 200. You got to have that capacity. And there's one thing about it. You cannot it's in the season. You can take your capacity down, but it's hard to build it. You got to have that when you go in. You got to have that tank full, right? Like if your tank and if your tank doesn't have as much capacity, Put it like this: if you're driving and you got a small car and it's only got 16 gallons, I don't care how much gas you try to put in it, how much water you drink, how much hey y'all, let's do it, how much rah-rah sis boom bop. There's only so much you can pour in that tank. So this is the time for you to add to your capacity by working like it's the fourth quarter today. And I think it's great, but working like it's overtime today. And so hearing that from Jordan Seaton, a young who's probably in the running to be the number one overall pick when he's draft eligible. Like I hear this all the time. This is not just in Colorado. This guy has a chance to be number one overall if he continues along the path that he is now. To hear him, that leadership, that speaks volumes to what they're building in Boulder.
Absolutely. Hey, Chico, you had a little clip right there, if you don't mind taking it back, where you saw Yo-Yo walking out and he said something. I want you to turn the audio on this one, and so folks can hear what he said.
Is it after this?
It's after this. Yeah, here, right there.
Man, we in shape.
Shape.
Man, we in shape.
Shape.
When an athlete can say that and have the confidence and feel that, that's when you're on another level. That's when you can play fast. That's when you can play at your peak right there. So I like that Yaya said that. We know that he's going to be able to play at his peak this year, man, just by going through the workouts that he's been going through. And he's learning a lot after coming over from Austria.
Mm-hmm. One of the things about this clip, Chico, toward the end of it, you're going to see Swayze, not Chaney. I'm thinking about a special guest Chaney the other day. Swayze laughed because I asked him about the calendar, and he shared some things with me that's coming up. So I wanted to get him on record. And I said, hey, so you got any surprises up your sleeve for him? And he just
noticed that you and your staff,
it's some stuff coming.
No matter what.
Okay.
Everybody's echoing the call. Everybody's encouraging and motivating the same way the head strength and conditioning coach would.
Yes, that's the one thing. One thing we want to do is be that one voice. What Coach Prime is echoing down as far as discipline, everything else, as far as motivating these guys and doing everything we can as a staff to make sure we're carrying out that. So when they get back to the coaches, it's a carryover. They know how to be coached hard. They know how to listen to commands. They know how to be disciplined and do what we got to do. And our whole sole goal is to be one of the most disciplined, well-disciplined teams in the country.
I know it's early, it's week one, but just so far, what are some of your takeaways that you're seeing that you're like, okay, we're heading in the right direction?
The biggest thing that I take coming off a break, guys coming back in some decent shape. The bodies, the way they actually run, you can tell that they're excited to be back. And now that's a good sign that the culture and what we're doing and what we're trying to continue to do is make them better people, be better teammates, and really our DNA, smart, fast, tough, discipline and all that good stuff with character. So that's all we're trying to do, and they showing it.
Sometimes when you play outside sport and you wake up and see rain in the forecast, you be like, okay, maybe the day gonna be a light day, a day off.
Right.
But I think they forget that the building got stairs.
Right. Always they forget how to get the meeting sometimes. No, definitely. I know that was a little good trick of a trade, but they like it and they really welcome. You can see how their attitudes were and how they attacked it. So I'm really impressed and proud of the way they working.
Yes, sir. Them stairs, should I say.
Well, Madeo Mofo.
They would get you right. Quick, fast.
We got an elevator out, Chico. The elevator come right up by my office. I'm on the fourth floor.
Uh-oh.
I went all the way around the building, used the cafeteria elevator.
Come on.
Man, y'all don't understand this building design. Four flights of steps is 8 steps. Is 8 flights.
1, 2.
No, that's how it is in Hawaii and Jackson. Because we down in a valley dug out from a mountain, you got to go up another one to get to the next door.
So that's a no-go for Uncle Neely. Uncle Neely said, I'm gonna walk.
Oh no, I would do a trufo. I ain't doing 8.
Damn. Well, I can feel
8 a high rise.
You're gone too far now, Big.